All right. So we're all practicing Zen meditation. And I wonder if we've all arrived here in this room. Cut! Oh, maybe we've finally arrived here in this room after all. And this is the difference between how we pass our lives, how we spend our lives, sort of thinking we're here, but not really here. One of the wonderful aspects about Zen practice is that it gives us this opportunity to investigate the difference between how we sort of travel through our lives like ghosts, always sort of here in body, but so much absent in our minds. We take up this posture and we engage in this activity of breathing. Nothing could be simpler. The activity is just to pay attention, to simply come to be completely in this room, completely engaged in this simple activity of sitting up straight and breathing. And yet, when we're honest with ourselves, we find how much of the time are we present? How much of the time are we here just doing what we're doing? So much of the time we're chasing after a future that's not yet unfolding in front of us. Or we're running after the past, something that's happened back there that we can't catch. Like a person being pulled between two ropes of past and future, torn apart, and not even able to live in the present moment. This moment of our lives that's unfolding in front of us. The only place we have to live, and yet we miss it. So, there are many aspects of Buddhist philosophy we can read about and we can study. We can learn about all of this great stuff that I'm talking about in courses here at the university or down at Camosun College. We can find out about this kind of stuff on the internet, at the internet. Yeah. But none of that knowledge, none of that understanding, none of that conceptual accumulation is going to help you live your life, not one bit. And this is what the Zen school points to. We can't change, we can't transform just with our heads, just with our thinking. It starts there, certainly. But we have to engage with awareness. We have to give rise to this natural awareness which resides within us. And one very powerful way of doing that is to take up a practice like this. It's a very simple practice, this paying attention. A simple practice to just sit up and commit to bringing yourself back to your life over and over and over again. It's very easy for us to get caught in a rut. We make plans. We have ideas about how things ought to be, how situations ought to unfold, what kind of a person I'm going to become. And then when we come into the experience of the unfolding moment, so many times we face this conflict between how we think things are supposed to go, how we figured events would unfold, or what I would like or dislike. And they're in conflict with what's happening in our lives. I thought somebody was supposed to do this. I thought someone was going to say that. I thought someone would encourage me to or stop me from. And they're not. This is a very challenging circumstance, very difficult moment for us to face in our lives. And whether we're teachers or students, scientists, engineers, doctors, nurses, whatever, artists. This moment where we stand in conflict between what we thought should happen and what is manifesting in this moment is our birthplace. It's a dynamic, unfolding moment in which we can choose to sort of charge ahead with the plan, stay close to the ruts, following our habits and patterns. Or we can choose to come alive, to step off of the script, step outside of the construction that we'd created in our minds, and be born anew. For many of us, our whole lives have been lived within these ruts, within these habits, creating plans and ideas, thinking about how things ought to be. And each time we're challenged, we just continue to charge forward, never stopping to question. And in doing so, we just suffer more and more, become isolated more and more. This technique I used at the beginning of the talk of a shout, it's an old one in the Zen school. And it illustrates so well for us how much strength, how much it takes to pull us out of this thinking, to pull us out of this plan making, reminiscing, sentimentalizing, to pull us out and vibrantly into the unfolding activity of our lives. But even this shout, forceful technique, it only lasts for a moment. We step forward and say, "Oh, what's going on?" But then, after a few seconds, we say, nothing important's happening. And back we go to thinking. This simple practice, sitting meditation, paying attention to a very simple activity, sitting and breathing, we can experience, we can see for ourselves the difference, what it's like to sit and just swim around in our thoughts of past and future. And we can experience what it is to be fully engaged in the activity of sitting, being here, being immersed in this unfolding activity of our lives before us. But Zen meditation isn't just about this sitting. The sitting is just the beginning, the seed. Our practice is to expand this presence, to expand this awareness, to expand this ability to step into this dynamic activity in each and every moment of our lives, in each and every activity that we engage in. So that when we're walking, we're just walking, entirely and wholeheartedly walking, completely with all other things in this cosmos. The universe manifests as walking. When we're riding our bike, driving our car, making love to our partner, or taking a dump on the toilet, we are entirely manifesting wholeheartedly as that activity. So, I want to welcome you all to another season or another cycle of Zen practice. I hope that you all take advantage of this offering that we make here every week to come and engage in this practice supported by our friends in the community of simply manifesting wholeheartedly in the midst of your life. In the end, there's nowhere else for you to go. There's nothing else for you to do. The unfolding activity of this very moment is our home. And all we have to do is realize it.